Miami's level of success this season is all on the shoulders of quarterback Cam Ward. What's going on, Canes fans? Now, before we hop into another off-season video, make sure that you've hit the subscribe button. Before you know it, spring practice is going to be here, and I'm going to do my best to keep you up to date with everything going on. I also might have some special stuff planned during spring practice this year. I don't know yet if that's going to work out, but if it does, you don't want to miss it. So give me a minute to explain here before you type out a comment. When I say it's all on Ward's shoulders, that's not entirely true, because it's also up to Dawson to tailor the offense to fit his specific skill set. It's also on the receivers to catch the ball. It's on Mario to put the team in the best position to win games. I mean, this is a team sport at the end of the day. But Ward is coming in as the guaranteed starter on this team. It's his job, and whether you like that or not, it's the truth. The #1 ranked portal QB doesn't decide to return and pick a school just to ride the bench for an entire season. The only way he gets pulled in 2024 is if he gets injured. So that means he will be starting in 2024, and he would be considered an experienced outsider. And what I mean by that is Cam Ward isn't someone who came in with a recruiting class as a freshman who has been building up chemistry with fellow Canes players. He's working on building those relationships now, the year of, the 1 year that he has with this team. And here's the thing, a lot of people downplay the importance of what I'm about to talk about. But there's a reason why Tyler Van Dyke targeted Xavier Restrepo so often. Those guys clicked. They had chemistry. They were friends. They were roommates. They got along really well. They had bonded. They hung out off the field, and that chemistry can even help with things like timing on throws, because you end up practicing more together outside of practice and just connecting in general. Let me figure out a way to get to the point so all of this makes sense. We all know that Ward is athletic. I don't think that anyone is questioning that. But he also needs to be able to click with his fellow teammates, because if he doesn't, they won't rally behind him. And some of that does fall on Mario and Dawson, because they would have had extensive conversations with him when they were trying to get him to come to Miami. And even after doing that, they decided to pursue him. So in some ways, they feel like that he must be a fit. But Ward needs to come in and be one of the guys, a Cane. He needs to take his offensive lineman out to dinner with some of his NIL money. He needs to be spending lots of extra time with the receivers, bonding with them and becoming friends. I've seen many times where a one-and-done transfer portal player comes in and they don't quite pan out because the chemistry is not there with the team. They end up creating more of a toxic environment in the locker room and behind the scenes. It's on him, Cam Ward, to work on these off-the-field things that will lead to more on-the-field success. Because, you know, we all saw the interview with Ja'Carri Brown, and when speaking on Cam Ward, you know, he talked about money. He talked about him kind of flip-flopping with his decisions, and I respect him a lot for that, and the fact that he had the balls to come out and talk openly about those things. But that's why I'm bringing up this topic, because again, everyone wants to talk about stats, which of course is very important. At the end of the day, I mean, that's huge. You know, looking at his production in the past and what he's done and what we think he'll be capable of doing. But there is this other side of it that plays a very important role. And some people may say that it's putting too much pressure on his shoulders specifically, but he was considered the #1 guy in the transfer portal at the quarterback position. And Canes fans as a whole are impatient. We want to win now. No excuses. So it's time for Cam Ward to put up or shut up. This is truly his money year. This will be his audition tape for the NFL. Imagine a scenario where he helps lead the Miami Hurricanes to an ACC championship game appearance and Miami actually wins it. that would carry a lot of weight. Every media outlet would be talking about how Cam Ward came in and did the one thing that no Miami Hurricanes quarterback has done in the past, which is win an ACC championship. So much of this season will ride on Cam Ward. Every little detail matters, all the way down to his attitude and on the field presence, his body language. I get that this is always the case, but it's really all that Miami was missing in 2023, right? High-level quarterback play. His surrounding cast won't be the same, but on paper, it's still shaping up to be a pretty solid roster. But all eyes, as I said, are going to be on Cam Ward. Me personally, I believe that the pieces are in place for Miami to have a pretty decent season in 2024. I said a few weeks ago in a video that I think the realistic expectation should be 9 wins, and hopefully we'll be pleasantly surprised and Miami can push for double-digit wins. Am I going to come out and predict that in February? Absolutely not, but I think it's fair to say that the floor should definitely be 9 wins this season given the schedule and with the players that are coming in. But Cam Ward has to be a good fit. And my argument here for this video is that it goes deeper than just athleticism and football IQ. There's a reason they hold all of these team building exercises and events where they take the team out to a water park or an arcade. You see the videos and clips of them all riding go-karts together. You need to care about each other. Be willing to leave it all out there on the field for the guy beside you. That's where you start to see the differences with some of these teams. Now, sometimes just sheer talent will outweigh that. But sometimes it takes a combination of the two. And a lot of times when you see these teams that are regularly winning championships, they talk about how close they really are. And it's very easy to say that up at the podium, but you need to actually see it. And I feel like you can tell a difference. And of course, quarterbacks always play a big role in the team's success. But given Miami's history, Ward definitely has his work cut out for him. And I hope that he truly is that dude. And I think that he could be. But of course, time will tell. Spring practice hasn't even happened yet. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I know this might be kind of a weird video. Let me know if this even made sense, if you see kind of what I'm getting at here. It's just, I see everyone talk about, completion percentage, fumbles, talking about, also good things about how he can extend plays and do all of this. But at the same time, I really hope that there is a lot of chemistry here. I saw Xavier Restrepo posting pics of him hanging out with Ward, outside of football, actually just hanging out. And I hope that he's able to, become friends with many more receivers. So it's so he's not just locked in on one. You know what I'm saying? Restrepo is going to make sure he's going to get his catches, though. You best believe it. And again, it's just, I'm a big believer in body language and in team chemistry and the relationships that are built within the team. And I hope that Ward is a good fit, and I hope that he just feels right at home, and there's not a lot of butting heads in the locker room. Competition, of course, but not butting heads in a negative way. I don't know, man. Let me know if this is making any sense down in the comment section below. Remember though, guys, we're all one big happy college football family, but at the end of the day, I gotta say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out. I'll see y'all in the next one.